The second Inter-Parliamentary Forum of Central Asian countries began in Khiva. It focused on strengthening inter-parliamentary relations, expanding the role of commissions, state power bodies, youth parliaments, and women in the region's socio-economic development. The forum also reviewed the tasks set at the first Inter-Parliamentary Forum held in Kazakhstan last year and discussed their implementation.
Leaders and delegations from the parliaments of Kyrgyzstan, Kazakhstan, Tajikistan, Turkmenistan and Uzbekistan, along with youth parliaments, local state authorities and groups took part in the forum. At the start, the chairperson of the Senate of the Olim Majlis, Tanzila Narbayeva, read the president's greeting to the forum participants. She then spoke about the forum's significance, stressing the need for countries in the region to implement agreements made by their leaders and strengthen interparliamentary cooperation. The Senate chairperson also highlighted issues resolved through regional cooperation. For instance, Uzbekistan has fully formalized its border with Kazakhstan and has delimited its borders with Turkmenistan, Tajikistan and Kyrgyzstan. Citizens now only need an ID card to cross the border with Kyrgyzstan. Additionally, she proposed several ideas for future cooperation between parliament representatives on topics discussed during the forum.
First, we need to coordinate the efforts to harmonize our country's laws. As we research agreements in various areas, our laws should not conflict. Second, we should jointly oversee through parliamentary control the implementation of agreements made in the highest level. Third, cooperation between parliaments should extend to regional representative bodies. For this perspective, we should facilitate the exchange of experience between local representatives and overseeing the implementation of projects and programs.
At the forum, the leaders of the parliaments of Kyrgyzstan, Kazakhstan, Tajikistan and Turkmenistan shared their suggestions on strengthening interparliamentary relations and solving regional issues together. They also discussed the forum's significance, expected outcomes and its goals and objectives. One of the demands of Uzbekistan's Olim Majlis parliament is to assign executive power in local councils to one parliament and control function to another. It is up to Senate to oversee this process. Additionally, we should address the issues that concern the people. We should also compare the relevant parts with Kyrgyzstan, Tajikistan, Turkmenistan and Kazakhstan to understand their advantages.
I am very pleased to take part in this event in one of Uzbekistan's oldest cities. The topics, agreements and decisions discussed at the conference brought significant responsibility to the member of Central Asian Parliament. All the presentation in 4 sectors focused on key areas for Central Asia.
The forum continued its work in 4 panel sessions throughout the day. It addressed the development of new forms and directions for interparliamentary cooperation in Central Asia. At the forum's conclusion, the Khiva Declaration was adopted, which outlines future steps for interparliamentary cooperation among Central Asian countries. The involvement of parliamentary staff is crucial for implementing the issues, proposals and tasks discussed at the conference. Consequently, representatives from the parliamentary offices of Central Asian countries held a dialogue during the forum. Programs and projects for enhancing cooperation between parliaments, interparliamentary commissions and friendship groups were discussed. Proposals for the implementation were made. Future discussions will focus on ongoing cooperation among parliamentary representatives. At the end of the meeting, representatives agreed to improve the cooperation system between the Central Asian parliaments in scientific, expert and information analytical services.